everybody, and welcome back to Black Ram GX Gaming. We're here live after a long weekend and a 3-streamer day hiatus. We missed last Wednesday, Thursday, and yesterday on Monday, but we're back. I was out camping in the woods. I survived, and I'm here. We're getting back onto Madden. Did a little playing behind the scenes. Got ourselves up to 5%, top 5% yesterday. So we'll see where we can get to today yet. Trying to get to that top 1%. So far, been working with the Chargers. Found out they're pretty much amazing. But could switch it up, see what happens today. And yeah, that's how things are going. So glad to see you all back. Michael Payne, top of the morning to you. Thank you for the like. William Dodge, thank you for the share and the like there. And Michael Payne, I don't know if I saw your name come up, but you probably dropped a like, so cheers. Cheers to all of you. William Harris, hello. Thank you for the like. Cheers.
I was giggling because you said you survived as you sit itching your mosquito bite.
It's true. I did get attacked by mosquitoes, which I have a slight allergic reaction to.
Did you take it?
Oh well. Top of the morning to you. Good day. How are you on this perler of a day? Perler? Doing good. Doing good. My mosquito bites are like this on my leg. It's not as bad as it was before. They're still huge. It's disgusting. They're very itchy. But yeah. Thanks. You just reminded me I have to mow the lawns today. Sorry. Didn't mean to do that. Hello, and how was camping? Camping was good. We got rained on about half the time, so intense campers or just in the rain most of the time. So that was all right. We made the most of it no matter what the weather was like. Did get down to the lake and the beach a little bit. Had some fun at the campfires. Made some s'mores. Made some pudgy pies. Did all the great stuff with camping. So yeah, it was fantastic. Food's always great. So let's get down to the old Madden here. Just a reminder, if you're joining us for the first time, please drop a follow. We actually did get a follow over the weekend from Bradley J. Horsnell. So thank you very much, Bradley. I'll do a little shout out and cheers to you. We have still been bobbing around 329 follows, so still trying to cross that 330 threshold. If anyone out there can help us out, please do. Stars goal for getting some new content. We're over halfway there. Subscriber goal halfway there. So if anyone out there wants to like, follow, share, sub, stars, do all those great things, it goes a long way. Thank you very much. Kayla, thank you for that like. Appreciate you. Let's get into it. All right. So I did get to do a little bit of some skills trainer earlier today. Kind of just show you where I got to. And I learned a few things, some new mechanics, maybe some mechanics that were there before that I didn't know. So I got through some of the basics here: run pass, run concepts, run defense, and then the passing stuff I haven't really gotten into as much yet. Let's see. Other than that, let's see where we are ranked right now. We have to do the percentages ourselves. It's only the top 100,000 people are ranked. So it's pretty easy from there. Every 10,000, so if you're in the top 90,000, you're in the top 90%. Top 5,000, 5%. So that's about where I was. So let's see. I'm at 59, so I moved back about 300. So I'm at about 5.9% right now. Not bad. If we compare stats right here, we're 12-5 with a 1-game losing streak. Lost to some guy who played as the Buccaneers, best team in the game. Was doing some crazy stuff I hadn't seen, basically just unstoppable. So, trying to do some skills trainer to make sure stuff like that doesn't happen. Watch some YouTube videos of some other people who had some tips, some thoughts. It's funny watching those because they come out as experts and as they're trying to explain what they're doing, oftentimes they fail miserably. So I had to go through a couple of videos. But that's okay. Just because it didn't work for them right away in the video doesn't mean it doesn't work for them most of the time. So we'll be trying some of their tricks with coaching adjustments. See if we can make some plays on people that are beating us. I'm trying to try not to do too many coaching adjustments. If I'm just winning, then I don't need to. But if the person turns out to be really good, we'll have to get deeper into it. Michael Payne. Oh, Bradley's your best man. Well, that's awesome. Well, you'll have to tell him thank you for dropping the follow. I seen him chatting in your stream a few times, so maybe he saw me pop in there. Saw me chatting with you, and he just popped in and dropped the follow. So tell that man thank you. And Willie playing some Saints Row currently. So how are you liking it now? I asked William about this yesterday. We were chatting when I wasn't streaming a little bit. Showed me his character. His character looks super cool. It looks like the character customization in that game is top notch. But you were saying you weren't quite sure yet. It was a little bit weird at the beginning, which I guess is just kind of how Saints Row is.
The kicker Dustin Hopkins set to get this one going.
Just randomly turns off.
We're underway in Kansas City. Cole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And beyond the 20.
Yeah, let's see if the skills trainer changes anything about my tendencies, because it probably will. It's going to be hard to think in the moments what I need to do and how to change. I was told that man defense is one of the best right now in this Madden. I'm a zone guy, so we'll see.
They go play fake. Mahomes.
Oh, that's a big sack. Oh, 2nd and 24. We're switching to dime after that. Michael Payne, last night I could read your chat and Streamlabs from Black and MGX Gaming. Oh, really? Didn't just show
You're exactly right about that, because
different name.
in a conversation when you go on the road and you travel. Let's take the crowd out.
That's good.
What a great way of
I was trying to tell you in the chat there that I couldn't really hear you over the game. I was distracted after 3 days off of work catching up because I was watching in the morning when I worked.
Here's Mahomes to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted.
But there was a lot of times I just couldn't hear you. There's definitely times when I was taking phone calls and whatnot and I just couldn't, but I think your volume for your game is just louder than you when you're streaming, Michael, so that definitely was a challenge. It's a good reboot. Reviews got bombed though. Oh, really? People were not too keen on it, huh? Am I the Chargers? Yes, sir. I found that the Chargers are a cheat code. They've got a really good running back, a couple of really good receivers, a good quarterback. Their O-line stands up for itself. Defensively, they've got 2 X-factor defensive ends and their defensive tackles in the middle. Seem to get through a lot. Their cornerbacks are super good and fast and young, and have one of the best safeties over the top. So, kind of hard not to go with the Chargers. They might not be the highest rated, but I think they're one of the most balanced teams in the game right now. And their tight end, I throw to their tight end all the time. He is super good. He does not drop a lot of passes. He gets open all the time. He's got good speed. He blocks well. I just have a hard time finding the weakness in the Chargers. So that's been my team. Said I didn't do power at all, did it? I thought I did max power.
Taken at the 15, a short kick.
Lately it hasn't come up. You had to play back on your PC and you can hear me over the music, but I will drop it. Yeah, I mean, I can't tell you how many times I adjusted for a game.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Tried to turn up the game because it looked like the game was being really quiet. And then everyone would be like, I can't hear you over the game. So, it happens.
Keeps it for a while. It's a defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
It's a constant rip, to be honest.
Throw the burrito.
Second down.
Ooh, Michael, thank you for that 50 stars. Jeez.
Out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Everyone thought Saints Row was going to be a GTA clone, but it's not. Yeah, it's a really silly, weird game, it seems like. But I can see where the comparisons are being made. Yeah, I couldn't cover that. I tried to switch to that linebacker that was on him, but it was too late. The linebacker's just standing there, not moving. Maybe that's why man defense is so much better. I have found that there's a lot of times you can see 49 or whatever, this guy, 45, 49, just standing there, not moving at all as the guy ran right past him. Never saw him. It's a little frustrating, but it happens. It's a rip on Insta Gangsters, etc. It's an interesting take on 2022. Oh, nice. I do like that a lot of games media and whatnot are taking on 2022 and 2020 plus. You know, even the Resident Evil TV show made a comment, this isn't COVID. Go Chargers, hell yeah. We got this.
He doesn't quite get there, but he sets his guys up with a first and goal.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal.
I think the Chiefs are, what, the second highest rated. I think they're still like an 89. Chargers are 87. So slightly underrated, but I think they're lacking, I'd say, good receiver depth that the Chargers do have. And their defense is not stellar. They lost their best player, Tyrann Mathieu.
From his end zone, here comes Carter.
But they still have Patrick Mahomes, so they're still going to be the highest rated. Not the highest, but one of them. 28 in 2 days? Ooh, all right. Happy early birthday.
They are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
Alright, he did stop in the worst place possible. There was nobody open in front of him. Oh. Also, I don't know if you heard, my partner and I have COVID, so I am home for the rest of the week. Oh. That's not good. Well, hope it doesn't hit you too hard. Hope you get better.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Look, Chargers, Dolphins, and Eagles. So far, the Eagles have been my kryptonite in this game. I've lost to them twice. Both close games, both dumb things happened. That helped me lose, but nonetheless, couldn't beat them. So, they've been pretty good. Dolphins are actually sneaky good. They're a little underrated because of their quarterback right now. But they have a cheat code running back in this game because he has insane speed, and then the fastest receiver in the game. Their defense is pretty stout, so Dolphins are pretty solid. And Chargers, yeah, Chargers are good. I don't need to go into that again. I'm allowed to like multiple because I'm finished. Hey, that's all right. Look, if you're a true football fan, you like multiple or you like certain players, right? I'm a fan of a lot of players, and then I have my base team that I like. So, totally normal. You guys are doing fine. Oh, that's good, Michael.
And now facing a third and long at the outset of this drive. Going to throw on third down with Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And some space here.
Oh, I thought that was going to go. I thought it was going to be gone. By the way, I don't know if I cheers for Caleb. Caleb cheers.
40 yards on third and medium to pick up the first.
I think I did. I just needed an excuse to drink.
All the way down to the 20 now for first and 10. On the give, this is Eckler. And they'll get this down to the 10. They get 10.
Got bit by the COVID spider. Did it start in Australia? You guys do have a lot of stuff over there. You never know. A lot of animals, a lot of wildlife, insects. Who's your team, Rickett? Again, I forgot. I am more of a Bears fan. but they are not the team to play this year. They're probably still good. I would say they're super underrated for the kind of talent they have and what you can do. Good running back, at least one good receiver and some other serviceable ones. Terrible O-line, but in this game, that doesn't matter too much. So long as you have a good game plan, you can get rid of the ball quick or run the ball constantly. And their defense has good players, good young players, which means they have a lot of good speed. So the Bears are sneaky good, but this game has a lot of coin flip events, right? Whether your quarterback's going to make a dumb throw, your receiver's going to be really dumb and make a catch or even try to make the catch. Running back's going to fumble for no reason. And with any of those coin flip plays, it pretty much will always go in the favor of the team with the higher overall. So that's why playing as a higher overall team, that's a little smarter. Plus, you're going to want at least a couple X factors because then you have some special abilities that are going to help flip the game your way. Oh, that guy's fast. Valdez Scantling. But I knew this was I'll get him next time.
Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, there's a lot of theories, Michael. Nobody knows. Nobody cares anymore, I don't think.
Mahomes now on first down.
Oh!
This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40.
I was going to knock out his McBiscuits if I got a hold of him.
Have him on the move on first down.
Now that I know he's going to do that, we got to keep a watch out for him. He's also draining the shit out of the clock.
Coming at one, and it's Mahomes. A dump down to McKinnon. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jarek McKinnon. And he's going to get this down near the...
Let's let him drain the clock.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes.
Let's just ensure he doesn't get a touchdown. Let him get the field goal if he desires.
Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this
Bend,
first
don't
half.
break.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a
I think this is
second and
gonna-
10. Now
Oh.
here's Mahomes. He finds McKinnon complete. And able to
Be
get
in
this
bounds.
down
Ah, he
inside
wasted the
the
timeout either way.
13 or 14
We're all good.
before he's out of bounds. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Looking to throw is Mahomes.
Oh, that was a good play.
Touchdown, Kansas City.
New Year came from the land down under. Man here, Michael Page made it go
As
close.
the first half is winding down.
Damn that guy, Michael says.
Chance to tie the game here in the
Different one,
final
different one.
seconds.
Same name, coincidence. But, different guy.
It's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start.
That's only your first time?
Let's go and punch one in the end zone.
Yeah, it seems like it gets everyone eventually, even if it takes a really long time.
Tie things up, and then you got a brand new ball game.
Alright, so I don't have a miracle play yet that's going to be able to get me all the way down the field. I've got a couple that can get me some big chunkers, but... And I'm getting sneaky good at these returns. I don't think the return guy for the Chargers is quite good enough to get me all the way there. I've had a couple breakaways off stream here where it got down to like the 15 or something on their side, but couldn't do it all.
Not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
That was a bad choice. He had the perfect defense for that.
Guys, in this situation, if they decide to take a shot. That's a nice job there because you've got to put
He does the
ball
same
on the
defense.
man when in coverage. That'll
Oh,
keep
he
you away
didn't.
from a lot of needless penalties. He's able to knock that one away.
Herbert off of play action. He's airing it out for Williams.
Ah, I needed to do a touch pass and I didn't.
It's intercepted. Well, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this just
No, we should hunt him down.
I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little
Also,
bit?
Michael Payne is a
Maybe
really
go ahead
common
and press
name.
it and try and get some
Oh,
points.
is it?
While the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here. Butker's kick here is good.
Dang, I just let him in the half.
Do it for this first half.
Bad choice, but that's
So
alright.
we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
The final adjustments taking place here for both of these
He's not
squads.
going to do deep
They're
passes,
about
but if I
ready for
just
the
cover
second
deep
half
passes,
in Kansas City. And for the call, we rejoin Brandon.
should be fine. He does a lot of short passes.
And we welcome you back
So
now.
we'll just continue to do the bend, don't break strategy and see if we can't get some takeaways.
Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they
You went to
trail
school with
as
a
we
Michael
get
Payne
back
as well?
underway.
Oh boy. Not many people named Black Ram, unfortunately, so I didn't run into many.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score.
You never know.
to regain
There's
that.
probably one out there.
Yeah, they want to have
Right.
that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
On 2nd and 11 now. Herbert, he's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. That one again.
I know I made my thing to run inside, and I'm not running at all.
More stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed,
I'll have to do some more runs.
toughness to go across
But you
the middle.
can't be predictable. He's crashing down a lot on me.
On the ground, it's Eckler. And
There we go.
down as he's inside the 40. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 39-yard line. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. His throw complete right side to the tight end Parham.
That was dangerous. That was almost stupid. It worked, but that was kind of dumb. I shouldn't have done that pass. Could have been
Last two plays.
almost me losing the game on that one.
Now Herbert gives this one to Kelly.
Wow, 2 blockers, and he just dove through them like a madman. I kind of hate that that works. Kind of hope that blockers were just shoved into the crowd.
Go the distance. When you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And
Almost
he'll
got
get
it.
inside the 15 down to the
There are plenty of
14-yard line.
black rams out here as well. Car and animal.
The pickup, and that's a first down.
Now that's
Very
the way
common.
to do it.
Very common.
Hand it to
You're doing the
someone
cars
with
and
vision
animals.
and good footwork.
Gotta teach one of my gang members to use different weapons on this. Saints Row.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And stop the
So I was doing, there's a training
line at the 3.
for that play
64 yards
where
rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
it's a read option. So you either keep it as a quarterback and run to the right, or you hand it off and the running back goes left, or vice versa, how the play goes. And it's based on the read defensive guy.
Worry about the backside at all. That allows you.
And he's in.
If he stops,
Charger touchdown.
then you hand it off because he's waiting for the quarterback. If he runs in,
Touchdown run.
you hand it off. And I would make the wrong reads all the time, but I'll tell you what, every time I handed off to the running back, it was 5, 8, 10 yards, touchdown.
Make this a 4-point game.
It's one of the best plays
Dustin Hopkins
in this
will
game
kick
right
it
now.
away.
Just never let your quarterback keep it because they'll fumble it,
Hardman gonna bring it out of the end zone.
especially if you guess wrong.
And tackled at the 21-yard
Doing
line.
substream this
So
week?
net negative there,
Um,
3 yards.
I'm thinking that we're going to do it next week because it's a shorter
Chiefs
week.
offense about set to begin this drive.
We'll work on this one.
Charles, it feels like
I know
we're set up for a good
Michael
second
asked the
half.
same
Getting
question.
out of the locker room, one
I
score
said,
lead.
well, Michael, if
It's
you
already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead
are
right
free to play, because I know it's a rarity, we would.
Like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which
Otherwise, I know you usually get Madden. Do you have this Madden, William?
A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
Fights through him.
You could always play a couple games one day.
Getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays. On first down now, run with McKinnon. And just 1 yard here from
Back
the
at work
49
next
to
week.
the 50.
Oh, right, so you're not working at all this week.
After giving up
So you
back-to-back
could do
first
a
downs.
subscriber stream is what you're saying. If that's the case, we'll do one.
Get off another play as time
Nope.
has run out.
Are you going to get it, William? Or are you skipping this year?
National Football League on EA Sports. Now it's 2nd and 9.
I get them when they go on sale. That's like the end of the season.
Field, here's Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman.
Dang, that's crazy. They still have so much speed. They're outrunning all my guys. These Chiefs without Tyreek Hill. Michael, no, like you can't.
Mahomes gonna throw. Caught, Kelsey.
Do a subscriber stream.
And finally down he goes as they work it inside.
Not allowed to leave the house when you get COVID. Yeah, it's pretty strict over there, huh?
Of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Mahomes.
Oh, that was me.
But it's incomplete.
I was about to be mad at that computer for not even attempting it, but it was me. It just hit me in the shins while I was running across.
To the goal line, but as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Now Mahomes got to have this one. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson.
And I'm not going to say that seals the win, but good God, that makes it a lot better for me because now he's down by 2 touchdowns and he's got to drive all that way across again with only 3 minutes left. Do it twice. Woo. So you're free to do a sub stream. Okay. All right. Then we can do one this week.
We've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the
Let's do
ball
it.
at him.
Like I said, I know it's a rare thing for you, and
Entire way, makes
the
it
chance to
great
do that's not going to happen too often.
turns it into six.
Is there any particular game the 3 of you want to play? Do you want to do Fall Guys again? Or is there something else?
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And we'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk.
Tomorrow or
of time.
Thursday?
But now a throw.
Does tomorrow work for both of you?
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
Check your schedule. How busy could you be? You can't go anywhere.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is a
Yep, I'm free. All right, that was a good joke. I like it.
6 points
Let me look.
right in his hands, but could not hang
Can't
on.
leave the house. Can't leave the house. Can't. Yeah, I'm good.
Now it's Mahomes again. Chargers able to get
I like it.
pressure and bring him down.
Probably better is Thursday. I'll be trashed. Yeah, that probably would be better. What do you got going on Thursday, buddy?
They'll set up to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And what a return as he brings it.
I guess he's done. He's had enough. Well, maybe don't play the Chiefs. just because they have a high overall, buddy. All right, let's see if we've moved up a percent yet or not. Whoops, depth charts kind of froze and skipped there for a second. Oh, moved from 5.9 to 5.2%. I'm trying to keep my wins at a sultry 3 wins to 1 loss ratio. So I need at least 2 more wins, 5 more wins before I get my next loss, I guess, to keep it there. Probably doable. Michael, got to do a workout soon? Like you said, you've got no symptoms, so working out while having it doesn't hurt your breathing or anything like that? It wouldn't have for me. I just wouldn't be able to drink water too well because that hurt so bad. I had such a sore throat for it was a day and a half. It wasn't bad. So it would have made hydrating hard. That's about it. Sounds like you're just good to go. Might be because you're living a healthy lifestyle. They say, well, they say being healthy is a good thing, but then again, there are people extremely healthy who got it bad. No. Levon, thank you very much for the like. Cheers. Let's go. Hey, we just got to win last game. If anybody has not dropped a like yet that's been in here after that win, can I get a like for that? You're fine to do it. Perfect, perfect. You did 1 workout Sunday and 2 workouts yesterday? Nice. How long do you have to stay inside under these conditions? And Michael Payne, thank you for the like. Oh, God. I saw that breakdown.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a first
7 days. Okay. It's different for everybody. Our rules were 2 weeks. Then it changed to 5 days in quarantine, 5 days in 5 days in a mask. After that, nobody cares.
On play action, it's Wentz. That's out to the flat for Gibson.
But it constantly changes. The rules are always changing, especially for work. And they always say that they're following the guidelines, so.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. They'll go. It's Gibson. And I'm not sure he got
4th and 1. He's not going to get it.
They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get it.
I like the radio well. Yeah, well, hey, I'll cheers you right now.
The defense forces a turnover.
Cheers.
On downs. They started on the ground with Eckler. And some room to work. There he goes.
That's a clip, baby. Let's go.
Touchdown, LA.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it?
So long as I'm winning, I'll do happy dances.
They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
Whatever my guys do.
Insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go. Still
Went from 2 weeks to 1 week. Seemed like everyone was at the 2 weeks, and then it just keeps altering changes based on everything. William, you have no rules. We sacked Boris. That's true. I know he was gonna stay on for like a month or so before he left. He's gone now, right? And did anyone replace him? Or was he staying on till someone replaced him? I stopped seeing updates on that. In the UK.
Out there, set ready. ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And on the
Oh, your
last
government
drive,
was paying?
they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it.
For when people are out? Because I was going to say, it sounds like with it just being you and your uncle not really having a lot of benefits, you were saying. For us, it's like if the employer pays. That's it. The government doesn't cover you having COVID. That's kind of cool that yours does. I like that. I just wish it was me.
We'll see what the decision is
You
here.
have no clue it's anarchy in the QK right now. That's fair. That's why you're doing the festivals.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he's going to take this ahead for right
Guess
around
the Sex
3
Pistols were
yards,
right
but
all
no
along.
more than that. Second down.
What did they say? I never saw
The
it.
last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a play fake. Wentz.
Ooh.
And it's the tight end.
Two guys reaching in there.
And he's brought to the ground with another first.
He's getting frisky with the passing now. Doing a lot of P action.
They'll try the left side with Gibson. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second
See
quarter
what he
now from our
does.
nation's capital,
Oh.
and it's Washington in possession.
I guess our
of the
plays are already
football,
decided.
as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back
This
to
song
the
Sex
line of
Pistols
scrimmage.
Anarchy UK released in the 80s and 90s. Oh, okay. I, for some reason, really thought that that was a band.
This is taken
It's not a band. It's just a song.
touchdown. Curtis Samuel from 19 yards away. And the Commanders are an extra point away now from
I'm upset that I allowed that touchdown.
extra point by
He's relying on the pass more than purely rushing like he was in the beginning there. But a lot of his passes were real close to getting picked, which means he's not getting much separation. He's not getting as open as he wants. I maybe saw a window to start running it all the way back, and it maybe would have worked. I should try that.
The Charger
That
drive
would
about
be
to
a
get
clip.
going. It really doesn't get much easier than the last drive. One play, and they took it all the way to the house on the touchdown run.
And you know how many times we talk about that's exactly how they drew it up? Because essentially every play that's drawn up in an offensive playbook, if everyone does their job,
Sex Pistols are the band. Okay.
should go for a touchdown, right?
Okay, Sex Pistols are the band. Anarchy in the UK is the song. Alright, sorry. It's clear for me now.
Not only a big gain, but 6 points.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
I'll drink for being a ignorant music fan.
Not much sense. Herbert.
Dang, I had to be first down.
Complete. But the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Here we go on 4th. Herbert. He's going to have his running back. It's complete.
I am pulling off some Houdini stuff with Austin Eckler here.
A big play on 4th down.
This man is a
Pretty good
machine.
job by the defense, I thought, right? I mean, they had to go to their check down, but still were able to get it done for the first.
Agreed. Anytime you can force him to come back to the receiver that's a little bit shorter in the
I really
route,
like that look.
you've
That's the
done
only
your
reason I
job
called
on
it.
defense, but
Otherwise, I
still,
was going to let
they
that
pick
go.
up the first down and get a fresh set.
Huge 4th down conversion. A rare misstep on
Johnny
the
Rotten
last
is your
one
idol?
because the drive
He's
has been
predicted
strong.
loads of
2nd
stuff
and 12.
called Jimmy Seville nonce ages before he got caught.
Herbert now.
Oh, I'm not sure if I know who that is.
Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamin Davis.
Played me straight up right there. He's not bad. I made a really dumb call. He was right there and I saw it. Should have just thrown it away. I've been getting away with too much schoolyard bullshit, and I've been getting too risky on account of it. If I can tie it before the half, that's all that matters, because I'll start with the ball in the second half.
Charger drive about to get going. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind.
Wow, right to him again. Can't believe I did that. I had a couple guys open behind him. He just must have been straight up in my line, and I was throwing across the body there.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to
I
themselves,
like doing dumb stuff like that.
possibly they're still thinking about the first one, and they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard.
And now I don't even get to see where the ball's going. I'm in the worst possible spot.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
Johnny Rottens. Okay, I figured he might have been. I knew he was in the band. I don't know who Jimmy Seville is either, or what he did.
After the touchdown.
I'll have to look it up. You don't have to tell me the whole thing.
Kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception.
I would have thrown another pick to the exact same man had I not gotten sacked there. So getting sacked was probably the best thing possible. I was holding the button.
To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. That's again complete to Palmer. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
I can't hike the.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down.
Okay, I wasn't able to hike the ball for a second there. I was getting really frustrated because I can't afford
So from the 17 now, here's a first
to get the negative play there.
Herbert operating from the red zone.
Wow, I'm blocked. 2 guys just standing there like, oh, we made a mistake. Yeah, you fuck boys.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. A hit as he throws.
This pass rush is insane. I have no time.
The entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Oh, he's notorious for
7th play of this drive.
child abuse, huh? Johnny called him out in 94, got banned off TV. Turned out Johnny was right, and it all came out when Jimmy was there. Oh, Jesus.
Now it's Herbert. Throw left side is hauled in by Palmer. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be 4th down. Hopkins' kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll manage to pick up about 4.
All right, start with the ball. I can get up to 17-21. One takeaway, score another touchdown. I'm up. Another takeaway. I win.
Both teams currently making their final adjustments. We're getting ready for the second half. So we'll send it back up to FedEx Field and hand things back over to Brandon Gott.
He's going to keep doing that inside run, so I'm going to have to hold that.
The booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gott, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway.
I had an opening that first time I was cocking off, and I could have taken it. So a little disappointed I didn't.
About to get going. Charles, some things to like about that first half. Ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came to the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come back, continue to throw the ball effectively.
That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. On first down, it's Herbert. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end.
Watching Netflix, you'll see. Just type in Jimmy Seville, it'll come up. Horrible guy. Alright, I'll look it up.
Connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
I don't know, I've always been interested in the worst people alive. All the big time murderers in the U.S. You know, John Wayne Gacy, Ted Bundy.
Here's Herbert.
Very interesting to see their past life and what kind of contributed to them being who they are.
Back to throw here, Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And they're able to get this one past the
usually a lot of childhood drama, and they look like perfectly normal people.
Herbert on first down now.
Dang it! I had a touchdown. I just keep running out of time.
Maybe a little over anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. But I think he might have had it right. He wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield, and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
What?
Interception. Picked up by Cameron Curl. And a big turnover there as his guys will get.
In order for him to get that interception, I kid you not, the ball would have had to go through my guy.
But if there's a positive after that play, is that they were able to take a shot in the end zone on their opening drive of this half. The negative, though,
wow, I'm gonna get a pass.
And we know
Fucking
that's not going to jumpstart this struggling
roughing the
offense.
pass, of course.
So they got some pressure, maybe hoping to get a safety, and they get roughing the passer.
And gave up a pass completion as well. Nothing really went right on that play for them.
Handoff running left is Gibson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. 96 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. Gibson will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal. Second and goal from the 1. They'll try to run with
Wow.
Gibson,
Can't believe he slipped around that.
Touchdown, Washington. And
This is frustrating to be losing to
taking it in from a yard out.
Commanders like
Commanders
this.
take the forced turnover on defense and
I went through all 3 of their names in my head.
Extra point by
Went
Slide.
through. Spout called them Redskins. Spout called them the football team. Finally got to Commanders. They've had 3 names in like the last 4 or 5 years.
Charger drive about to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start. And his pass is intercepted.
My guy just started tackling before the play. My computers are doing so stupid. Such dumb stuff. That's the second pick. That was a contested catch. My guy was in the front. Better hands.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And now this is intercepted.
Similar to that, but my guy was the front.
And the Chargers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
I know I need to do running. I need to run 100%. Because he just knows I'm going to pass it. So he just has to get to me in time.
Because while they've had all kinds of success and hit on some deep balls like this, the one thing they can't do is start to get loose with the football. A lot of time left, as you mentioned, and if they keep turning it over, they'll bring them back into the game.
I need to get someone to distract him as soon as possible.
Second and 10 upcoming. Justin Herbert looking to pass.
Or just attack the corners. He needed an extra second to get open. But I need to make sure I can't throw the ball to where he is because he's playing actually super good.
It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel
I'm just being fucking hounded.
the win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the
This defensive line is his MVP right now.
On fourth down, Herbert finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they wind up with a gain of 11 there on fourth down. They'll look to throw again.
God damn it.
Another interception.
I normally get away with all of this stuff.
Are going to take over.
There's no bueno right now.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we
And his running is just insane. Zone run.
I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6.
They've got single guys picking up 2 or 3 blockers.
Already looking at a first and goal situation. They'll run with Gibson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders.
He's doing the same plays.
Antonio Gibson with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Commanders will add on to their lead here in the final.
Looks like my
minute of the third.
coaching adjustments that I was trying to see if it worked wouldn't do much because I'm going against the run.
Now to kick off after the touchdown.
The very thing I was training how to stop today.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear.
Another play where he was ahead. He had that safety right there, so if I lobbed it, safety had it. I bullet past it.
Let's just say it's been unusual.
It could have been
A
picked.
shotgun snap for Herbert. And he can't find a receiver.
I had one guy open.
Multiple defenders in there to bring him down as this quarter comes to an end.
But I couldn't have got the ball to him. Okay.
Fourth down for Herbert. Desperation time. Got his man. It's Williams. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Steps away. They'll find Everett there, complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. To throw again on second down. Herbert. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're well past.
I had tight end open straight down the middle, but I thought he was going to take that bait.
41 here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. Looking Austin Eckler's way again. And he's going to get this inside the 30. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Herbert throwing again. Working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end.
If I could have just done that every time,
Gerald Everett, 29
this would be a manageable game.
And the Chargers are able to cut into that.
Unfortunately, he's just going to run the ball down my throat the rest of the game. So,
Extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to 18.
rule of 10. If you wanted to get away with an onside kick early, you hope somebody's not paying attention too well. You wait about 10 seconds. 9, 10.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick.
Go for it.
And this is going to be covered up by Washington. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It was
This is a way better formation. I don't know why I wasn't doing this early.
That one up. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll go again with Gibson. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8. Give up the middle to Gibson.
Wow, we're ripping him back. All of a sudden, somebody physically, doesn't even make sense, hits him from the front right, and he falls forward in that direction while apparently bounced by his falling backwards.
Here's a give to Gibson. And he'll be taken down at the 34.
He's at 10 yards of rush right now.
There, and it'll bring up a
2 breakaway touchdowns down
Let's
the
give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 202 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. A handoff for Gibson, and he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I'll say this is an extremely good at running the ball.
They'll run. It's Gibson.
Helps to have amazing blocking. He's the second guy I've played now, and in the last 2 days, he's just unstoppable offensively, and he's better than the guy who played as the Buccaneers. Couldn't stop the Buccaneers neither. I actually did get him on a 4th and 1 to start the game, but nothing since.
DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on. Moments
2 guys open there.
But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
On 2nd and 10, Herbert. That's going to be caught. It's Palmer. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts.
No, it's the same play,
So
but
stop the
man,
clock
this play
with
just
24
works.
seconds to go in the game. On first down, Justin Herbert. That's again complete to Palmer. Now the offense will burn their third and final.
All right, this is going to be a post from the tight end to the right side. Out. For Keenan Allen, maybe.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. They find he'll be out of bounds.
He did not step out.
There, this one good for 18. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
I was trying to do.
They nabbed the rookie there for the
doing it all game.
penalty.
So much going through his head. You know it just has to be, right? All of his assignments and realizing every game he
This, but it
plays,
wasn't coming
one
up,
of the
so
better players in the league
then
will
I
be
switched
opposite
buttons
him.
and that was a mistake.
Herbert now. Touchdown, Chargers. Austin Eckler. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Chargers get a bit closer.
Got to stat the pad, pad the stats. God, words are hard. Cheers.
And that'll cut the lead down to 18. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here.
That was probably the defense I needed to be using the whole game.
Type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
Well, shenanigans. I don't like losing, so cheers.
On one of those high-end sports cars, what's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly
Gonna have to come back with a vengeance on this next one.
for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
This game's always take forever to end. Don't like it. I was gonna look at how good the Commanders were, but I don't want to see how bad that team is rated and how bad they spanked me. Estimated wait time 35 seconds. I don't know what to cover here. Use the Jets. No one's ever picked the Jets.
We are about 10 miles or so southwest of downtown Los Angeles at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the New York Jets and the Los Angeles Chargers. Greg Zuerlein now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And we are underway in Southern California. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone.
time to stick to the run a little bit longer than I did last game. Got out of hand, and I started getting past that because I had to.
Herbert off of play action.
Dang, I had wide open. I'm getting sacked a lot, so I had my eyes on the line and not the receivers.
And they get to him right out of the gate.
I was sick of getting hit.
Hoping that that's a harbinger of things to come.
Yeah, when you give up a first play sack, makes your quarterback wonder if he's going to go to the sidelines and talk with his offense coordinator and head coach and say, hey, you know that game plan we put together? We might need to change it right now.
Now he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. The extra
Play right there. Let's
catch
go.
makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Give the tackle that time to Jordan Whitehead. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. It's Eckler again. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Weird.
Now it's Herbert. He'll buy some time right. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Jeez.
Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely, as one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now a timeout called for by the defense.
That's necessary.
They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 2nd down, Eckler trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him try to come out of the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
It might not just straight hand. I'm
Really
curious.
run for it on
Excuse
short
my
yardage.
read.
So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
That time I had to.
Tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That was Carl Lawson in pursuit that time, and he gets the stop.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense.
Get more play action and not first downs.
Block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Touchdown! 13-yard touchdown. And the Chargers are on the board first here this afternoon.
Oh, okay. Well, I clicked it right on time, but it just kept fucking rolling. I'm surprised that it even stopped at all and didn't just sail completely off. That's disappointing.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Barrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll start on the ground. And right away he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers.
Khalil Mack, get out of the way.
He's going to have to shake out the cobwebs first.
That's the first fumble I've recovered, I believe, in this game.
Many times we talked about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them
to find the hole there. I didn't.
Some traffic. Got to take care of the ball, and he didn't do that.
That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, Herbert. And he is going to go down.
I had 4 guys that were all semi-open, but just not
6-0 our score after 1. Interested to see what they dial up here. 3rd and goal with a lot of green between them and the end zone. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They snap it to Herbert. Touchdown, Chargers.
That was risky, to say the least, in every way.
And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. Forced out to his left. That is caught. He's got it. And the lead will move to 14-0. That right there makes up for that missed extra point they had after the first.
I think 100% the only reason I'm beating this guy this bad right now is because he's one of a bottom 5
If you're the
teams.
kicker, don't worry about it too much. Now they get back to where they want to be, he'll try it out there for the next one.
Like, of course, that fumble would happen to him. I mean, I'm going to take advantage every time because it's going to happen to me and everyone else will. But it's annoying for sure. Fumbles part of the game in real life. But it's so frustrating as a person in this game who had no factor in whether or not that happened.
What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be
What the
brought
hell is
down
that?
about the 23-yard line. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Pass play.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Chargers are going to get the football.
Easy play.
here as the ball
Easy play.
comes out
Cheers.
to the 20.
Well, Brand, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback.
It's kind of an awkward situation. I think it was one of those where if you had run past anyone being blocked, they could have just shed the block and got you right away.
That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
So there wasn't like a great opening.
Here's Herbert. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Samuel, what's up? How you doing, buddy? Cheers.
They played that very well because it was a drag route.
Thanks for liking it.
Shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch,
I think the formation showed that was going to be a good play.
gain any yardage.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He's got him in, complete.
Here we go.
Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of
Let's
their
put the nail in this coffin.
So that means they're down to 1 remaining here.
He's calling the timeouts.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. past him. And down he goes.
Let's go. Let's go. Hey, can we get a like in the chat for that play? Got a touchdown coming. If you want to hold till then, that's fine. But it was a good play.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Second and goal from inside the 5. Once more, here's Eckler.
There we go. If anyone has any in the chat, gotta get one. 21-0.
And the Chargers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes
I'll choose for invisible legs.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Bend, don't break.
You're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out.
Running with 53 seconds and one timeout was a bad choice.
They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Killing it. Hey, thank you. After the last game, I needed a vengeance game.
On third down, Wilson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Woo-wee!
The Chargers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it first and 10. After the turnover, here's Herbert.
Boom, boom. I heard it. I couldn't hear what it said over this. Hell yeah. Thank you for the 50 stars, my friend. Cheers. Thank you very much.
Remaining here in the second quarter. Herbert on first down now.
Oh, I needed him to come in just a little more.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world.
No, not on first and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh.
He's knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
We can't. Not.
Manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for
He's only got 14
coverage.
seconds. I gotta at least get field.
On fourth down, Herbert. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown.
That was McNasty.
In the final seconds of the first half.
Going for a fake.
And the Chargers continue to pull away here in this first half. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Nowhere to go.
No.
He lost the football.
No.
By the Jets.
No. Didn't goose egg him.
And can you believe this? It's 2 points the other way on the fumble return.
All right, when I did that in practice mode,
So just 8 ticks
I had time to
remaining
throw
here
it
in the
every
first
single
half as they'll kick this
snap.
away. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles.
Barrios. This guy's last name is like a box of cereal. Excuse me. Berry Cheerios.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. The CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession
That was never
deficit.
going to work.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they say to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point win.
Oh, you just got fucking leveled.
But that being said, this task is impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call.
I'm surprised that didn't result in a game quit right there. This guy, he doesn't care.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. 5 yards.
He's playing it out. I do the same.
1st down, that brings up 2nd and 5.
You hate to see the points against you continue to go up, but I'm not much of a quitter.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he's
Because,
able to get to the
I'll say
end
because,
zone at the
a lot of
20-yard
times
line.
people get lazy. They start doing weird and dumb stuff when they get too far ahead. They get bored. And all of a sudden you start to come back, they start to lose their confidence. Momentum swings. All of a sudden comebacks and wins do happen. I have given up dominant leads like this myself.
Come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a
Can't do
pickup
that.
of 4
You
to
can't.
bring up 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about.
I really should be burning the shit out of the clock right now.
Run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Got a man, it's complete, it's Palmer. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Fullback run?
A lot of deflated looks on that
Let's do it.
defense. It seems like they just cannot find a way to get a key stop on 3rd down. Here's another conversion, and now this offense, they're in a position to go up even further as they've got it 1st and goal.
And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily, you're right, but he did there. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. They'll try and throw for it.
Dang, I had a lot of open people.
Release as this will be incomplete.
I know we can sit up here and dance around it a little bit.
33-2 ain't bad though.
But going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, I mean, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows them to have some success.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Throwing is Wilson. Open man is Uzama. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play there on the catch and run. And the Jets are going to get a new set of downs. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close.
His 2 points don't count as a score. 0-0-0.
You're watching the NFL on EA
That's a bit of a
Sports.
glitch. Maybe something they never considered. Didn't happen enough in their test runs.
Play action. Now Wilson. Going for the deep ball. And he knocks
Really
it
tossed that
away.
down with
Ball's
4 guys there to
incomplete.
pick it off.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it.
I wasn't that guy.
Unable to
That was
successfully
somebody
find
else,
the
but
end
I was
zone
pressing.
over the top.
Pressing, go up and get it. His receiver ran past where the ball was. So
After the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
that would have been Gucci Gucci.
Again, Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall.
Man, defense is killing it right now. I'm not usually much of a man guy. I usually do a lot of zones, but I feel like they have been stupid in zones. Main problem is that teams I play with, their cornerbacks.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off.
Whoa!
And he brings this one
There we go.
to pick 6 on Charger TV. Well, this one
You try
was
another fake.
already ugly, and
Now that my mic's not on and I'm not telling him I'm doing a fake.
defensive side of the football.
Nah, we'll go for it. At least you can audible it now. Did suck when you couldn't audible it back in the day. 40-2. That's not bad. Can we get a like for the 40 and 2?
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback. Barrios deciding not to bring it out.
Should pick it off again. I don't know if it'll happen at the D line like that. But I'm okay with it. That's this guy.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
I won't get credit if I run it back.
Fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things in this ball game, but
He wants to run it back and he won't be the Jets next time.
turnovers,
That's my wager.
that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit that ball more.
He is getting ravaged by our defensive ends.
Do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys already start to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motive.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
4th time tonight.
C. Jackson, and they have the football and
Thoughts?
set up shop at the 33-yard line. Over this advantage, this defense.
We won't choose the clock. We'll give him another chance.
Stayed in position.
He ain't quitting. That's for sure.
Picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because
See if he
I
can
think
put up
this
some
is part of
points.
The game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Up the middle with Eckler. And nothing much.
I had the green circle. I broke out of that before I got flipped upside down.
That's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Option play, and they'll give to Eckler. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
And Eckler will not get there. Great defense at the point of attack, going to stop him short of the first down.
Timeout.
Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called.
Well, you do know we're up by too many points to
It's just their first.
not go
They'll
for
be
this
down to
again,
2
right?
remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Oh, there he is in the chat. Hey, bro, run it back. I can barely hear him, but if I do, I don't get credit. That guy, hold it, get blocked by another guy, grabbing me over here. He's screaming at me, run it back. Can't, brother. Race to the top 1% doesn't happen doing friendly games.
Eckler now between the tackles and not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown.
Oh, he just got a free TV.
Well, he has been fun to watch throwing the football this way. Certainly not fun for
Right.
the defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely calmed up the secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
Tell me run it back, beating him 48-2. If he didn't steal my 2 points, I'd be winning 50-0. Oh, Barry O. I was watching that the whole time. I'm like, this guy, I think he's got it. I didn't want to take it away from him, though. I don't know if I could have got my blockers free. I could have tried more. I felt bad. Let him have at least
Let's
one.
be honest, a lot of times where they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually on the 26 officially. So a net gain of 1 there. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
I bet you if I told him to follow the page, he would. He might unfollow as soon as I beat him twice, though.
With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. That's going to be caught. It's Palmer. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On the move to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. More than one defender there, and that That's a loss of
The play
5 on
idea
the
is
sack.
he's got guys running to the outside, who's defensive end blocking you from running around.
But somehow they're still
To get to the
behind in
outside
game.
and whip it up to
I would
the
expect all of this defensive
running
pressure
back.
to translate to them taking a lead. And thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding.
And he fires one that's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick.
Not ending on a good note, am I?
And the Jets are going to take
Oh, well.
over a couple of yards.
It's the other 90% of the game that matters, right?
Fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
It's gonna be another
Let's
mistake.
face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on
that
one
was
hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Meanwhile, Wilson's throw here into the hands of Moore. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards. on
Say he's
first
running out
down.
of time here.
The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Throwing again on second down. Wilson, he'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. They came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge...
Game really wants me to end it, telling me to kneel, huh?
final moments of the fourth.
It would be the smart call.
It was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early. But give them a lot of credit for staying with it. They didn't stumble around out there. They didn't create a lot of errors for themselves because they were the superior team. They took care of business and closed them out pretty quickly.
I couldn't even hike the ball if I wanted to. Can we get a like for the complete domination? 29% complete, 106 yards, 0 touchdowns, 5 interceptions for him. I didn't do a great end game there once I started to get bored. How much you want to bet you see his name pop up here again with an invite? All right, let's look at the Commanders real quick. 81, not bad, not bad. All right. Because I know that I'm finding games super quick, I'm going to run to the bathroom, be right back, and not start it up because I don't want to miss my picks. Anyway, be right back. All right, Ram fam, let's go. Gang, gang.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Los Angeles Chargers and the San Francisco 49ers. It's north versus south in the state of California. We're underway between the Niners and Chargers. This taken in at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
Niners should be a really good game. Should be a good competition. There should be only a difference of skill in play calling. Shouldn't be difference in anything else.
They started on the ground with Eckler. They'll rumble for about 6. Picks up across the 20 to the 22.
I think we can safely
Yeah, I heard
say
you get a
those
message.
types of
Yeah,
plays
it was him
are
sending a
back
question mark
on
because he really wanted
offense. We know not
to
every
dance one more
attempt is a
time.
big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Eckler going to get it again on second down. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 20.
Couple more messages, probably
You go from second and 4 to third and 3.
calling me some nasty stuff.
You won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. Herbert on third down now. He's got it to Williams.
Because I didn't take on the challenge.
He does have first down yardage. An effective 7-yard third down conversion. So first
You blew me out, dude, again.
30.
Ew.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And some room to maneuver. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First down Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Out of the gun, Eckler running it.
Dang, 97. Bosa.
Into 49er territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. On the option, here's Eckler. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
He's got a good point. I didn't blow him up. Probably could have done it again. But it was probably not his main team, right?
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish.
I thought he was going to overcommit.
That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
If he did, I would have got first down right there. Oh, I'll settle in for 7 out of 10 yards on the first play. That's too bad.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said.
He said, "LOY, you blew me out." Okay, so that was the 2
Get
messages.
him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it wrong.
The defensive tackle he was playing fell for it.
Miss in the open field.
Nobody else did on his defense.
You have to give a lot of credit to the guys up front, those big fellas, because the offensive line is putting something together that allows them to continue to control the ball. And I know a lot of people think they get fatigued on a long drive. Actually, a lot of times the reverse happens. They actually get energized because they're controlling the ball and they're the ones dictating to the defense.
It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert rolling to his left. And he just gets.
If I had an opening, I didn't see it.
The wise move there looked like nobody open.
I was scanning. I was watching the tight end pretty good.
Second and 10
And I
now.
watched Allen early there, but he never got away.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Well, it seems pretty clear on this opening drive that they want to get him involved, not only Charles in the run game, but in the pass game as well. And he can be such a weapon for them when they utilize him this way. Already a pair of third down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this third down try. That's going to be complete to his tight end Everett. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. The handoff, it's Eckler. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now second and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run.
And he fights his way in for a Charger
There you go.
touchdown. Austin Eckler taking it in from 4 yards out.
So I'm able to do some running against this guy, which is good. Cheers. Because he's probably got one of the top 5 running defenses in the league. X Factor middle linebacker right there. I hope that doesn't go out of bounds. Straight up out of bounds. I'm clicking. I'm fucking stabbing the A button on that. Well, fucking knife. Sorry. But yeah, seriously. Pressing the shit out of the A button and the kick, sometimes it just doesn't register. Don't know if it's the controller. Sometimes just not registering that I clicked it.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They run over center with Mitchell. And he is going to lose yardage here. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's Lance to throw it. That's caught. He finds Danny Gray. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. First down, here's Mitchell.
Wow, good run.
And he's gonna take it.
All my guys were right there, but he just sped off.
Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy's made of. I mean,
Most scared of a penalty on those.
can't do that.
So if you touch the kicker after he kicks the ball, even
And you can see the distance
I'll never
traveled
get to him
there
before,
after
though.
the initial contact on the next-gen stats. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
you get a penalty and then he can try 2 points from the one, and it's stinking easy. And all the time when you go for blocks, you hit the ground and you'll skid right into the kicker's one leg.
About to get going. The offense coming back out here, plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A 10-yard
I don't know if I'll get this play off in time.
First down. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job
Nope.
of knowing when to be patient and find
Sometimes it runs 10 seconds off that clock, but if you're pretty close to the end of the 2-minute warnings, it just rips the shit out of it. Feels like, I'm probably wrong, but it feels like it.
And finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw taken in by Palmer. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 12 more yards there and another first down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. That is caught. It's Williams. And he goes
That was a good
down
stiff arm.
before getting this inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. This is caught. Touchdown.
Back in the Bolts' favor. I should have ran the clock more, but touchdowns are touchdowns.
For them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Returning from his end zone is Ray McLeod. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled into 20. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
Oh, Khalil Mack could have picked that right back.
So this is a golden opportunity for them to go
That close. It was, he bobbled it off his hands. I think he smacked it down like a fool. But last time that happened, I believe Khalil Mack got that sack. Oh yeah, sack touchdown.
And Lance will try again on second down. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And out of bounds. Clock stopped. We're in a good spot. Can we get a like for the stop? Let's go.
Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling it now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Here comes Carter. That'll be put in the books as a 50.
I just want to feel good.
And it will be first and
That's all.
10
Not
as they
greedy.
take over. The
I
Charger
love to
drive
know what's
about to
going
get
on,
going.
but
And with good starting field position,
Waterboy
three
quote,
timeouts as well in their
football
pocket.
is
No
folding,
reason not to
damn it.
try and put a late scoring drive together. Herbert's throw there complete to Allen. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Herbert on first down now. It's complete to Williams. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. That's going to be caught.
boom, that cost him. Let's go. Hey, can we get a like out there for the last second touchdown? Punt return. What was that, 3 plays?
So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Michael really got no idea. I know you don't. We're watching, only watching because it's me. Hey, I appreciate that, buddy. So long as I get some good plays here, I can get exciting. I'm probably the most exciting in this game when I'm playing a douchebag. When I'm playing somebody who's just an absolute piece of crap. Garbage human being. And takes it to me early. Then I start to take it to him later. I love it. That's when I start to lose my mind.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
You know, they just do really scummy stuff here in the game and get away with it.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Throwing now is Lance. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel.
Wow, power slam down.
Now a timeout taken.
Thumbs up. There's your like for you. Yeah, thank you very much. I seen you people popping in, so I hope someone would drop a like for these great plays, but no one wants to.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. And we're going to get a timeout. With 2 seconds remaining.
People are scared to like.
Quarter. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
And that's evidenced by
A final shot before half for Lance. Oh, Lance has it knocked free. The ball is loose. And picked up by the Chargers. But they will not be able to capitalize.
all those YouTubers. There's a lot of YouTubers out there you watch. They'll start their video by saying, you guys need to like, you need to subscribe, because I can see here that
Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as
we
speak.
have
And for the call of the second half, we get it back out.
30,000 views, and only 10% of you are subscribed. So subscribe, and then they go into their video.
Welcome back, Charles.
So you can tell it's just common that a lot of people come in, even though you make great plays, they don't want to show a little support by just clicking a button that's completely harmless. There's nothing bad to them. No one's gonna stalk you.
Scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. Here's McLeod from his end zone.
The government already knows you're watching stuff like this,
Stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee. Maybe
so
even shy of
doesn't
their
really matter.
24.
That's for the heart yesterday. You heard my stream. Did I?
Start their next drive.
I got in
See what adjustments
early
this
from the
offense
tent.
made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to.
I was surprised I had enough internet connection to do it. So I'm surprised that I didn't mean to. I mean, of course, hard to stream for sure, but I normally do the light because I want it to pop up. Yesterday I was roasted when I woke up in the tent. Oh, yesterday for you is different. I'm still surprised it was there. Right.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end.
Oh, reaction's a reaction, right?
A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
Dang, not a pick six. Some of those celebrations, they keep you in a good stride. Some are awful, and they do not. There we go. Rack it up. Let's see where we're at. 4.1% right now. Ah, okay. I had you on most of the time, like I said. I just couldn't hear you over the game. As you already said. Yeah, boy, 4.1%. Cheers. That's a pretty high number.
We are about 10 miles or so southwest of downtown
And not bad
Los
considering I
Angeles
was
at
missing
SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
for the first 5 days that this game was out.
Matchup on tap between the Atlanta Falcons and the Los
Didn't even get all my
Angeles
trial time
Chargers.
in. I got, what, 4 hours maybe? So not that bad.
The kicker Dustin Hopkins set to get this one going. And we are underway in Southern California. Here's Demir Bird to return from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
I never thought I'd play the Falcons, to be honest with you.
To the air right away, Mariota. And his
Yeah.
throw's gonna be in.
Targeting Pitts right off the bat, so that's a
Hits the intended
sign of
receiver.
things to come.
Bring up second down.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate.
Taking a long time to
bring
pick
it
his
in.
plays. I don't like that.
Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
I thought he might be getting a penalty here.
Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback because everybody was up at the line of scrimmage.
All right, let's
He just
see.
didn't call for the snap in time.
This man we were watching said tackling strip options stay the same.
Either snap it or get a timeout called if you
Curl
have one.
flats 25. Curls 5. And hooks.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the stick, 2nd and 15.
Is this guy even here?
To throw Mariota. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw.
I saw somebody suggest that. I feel like this is a good team to test his plays. He says never change the cornerback if you're playing zone, but if you're playing man, do it. And then he gave tips on where to put your guys in zone. So I don't know.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Mariota to throw it. He's going to air one out.
Oh, I maybe screwed that up.
Connect, incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
There is something to a game plan. We're trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed.
Let's go.
You do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air
Yeah.
under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
It did have a nice juicy hole there, but that guy got across from the left.
Like a lawn chair. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On the give, this is Eckler.
Waiting for 77 to make that block. It didn't look like he was going to make it, so I had to hold back a second.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire.
Okay.
They brought it back to 3rd manageable with that run.
Secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. From the 50, here's Herbert. Now left, he's got it to Everett. And he is going to have the
That was the safest throw. It felt good. It wasn't. I mean, it was. Not quite what I need. Likely you finally started to make some small clips through stream. I did see that. Saw your reason it must be a free version of Wondershare. Filmora. Since I saw that tag down at the end.
On the ground, it's Eckler. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I use the same thing, but I paid for it because you can get it for your lifetime. I paid for... like Wondershare 9 or X and whatever the newest one is I got for free. So I'm getting all the updated versions for free for who knows how long, but it's nice. There's a lot of paid for stuff on there.
Justin Herbert looking to pass.
But so long as you got decent content, you don't need all that extra paid stuff.
Disrupting that play and dropping him was Arnold.
You found it hard to have some clips of KH? Probably difficult, yeah. My suggestion would be cutscenes. Do cutscenes.
1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he goes down, but not
People will watch those cutscenes and get stuck in it from the nostalgia, or because they don't know what it is and they want to find out more. Do some cutscenes.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here is
Or if you manhandle a boss, that's a good one. There's a lot more than you think you can do.
Linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap,
A game like Madden,
shoot it, and he found
difficult,
it
but you
all
can get
right.
creative
Took
with it,
straight into the backfield and made the
as you
tackle
kind of
for
saw with my
loss.
last one.
Small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come
I
up
didn't have
second and
one
12.
single big play that I really
Herbert
liked.
now. Throwing
So
middle, but it's
I did a couple clips of a game and commentated it. Got a good amount of views on multiple platforms. So there's always something you can do to get creative with it. Might have to do some editing, can't just always do just the clip, but
coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Herbert. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end.
I had some cool finishes last night, so I'm going to make some cutscenes from that. Nice. There you go.
Gerald Everett, 26 yards. And the Chargers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
I think Kingdom Hearts would benefit
Start on both sides of the
with
football. You force
certain
the 3 and out,
transitions
and
and
then you
things,
score on your first drive.
especially when you're transforming between forms.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all.
From some slow-mo clips. Slow down some clips of you transforming with some cool music behind it. They're minute-long clips. Who cares if they get copyrighted? No one's going to get you any money for 1-minute clips. That's why TikTok's so big and why all the biggest people are using music and copyrighted stuff. But if you watch a lot of Elden Ring clips, which you probably haven't, because I don't think you played that game, you didn't seem maybe as interested in that one. There's a lot of clips where people did really cool animations, real slow with some music behind it, that did really good. And to be frank, they were fun to watch, even though it was all generic stuff that I hadn't seen before. I knew what the things did.
And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
So those are some ideas. Take it and run. See if there's any other Kingdom Hearts
Get it to the horses.
clips out there and see what other people are doing. Get some ideas. Obviously, don't straight up rip off their ideas, but
Second down. Mariota. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And
maybe it can get the
not before reaching the
brainstorm going.
line. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy.
Ridley
Make sure you
going
keep
for
your
the
eyes
gambler.
moving, scan the field, and here he
Looked like
finds
my
the
guy
right
was
guy
leading him a little
for
bit
nice
there, but-
pickup.
Oh, I'm in deep zone. That's not supposed to happen.
Mariota on first down. Into a double team.
There we go, and another one.
Picked off.
Yee-hoo!
And he brings this one back.
Can I get a like, or at least a hell yeah?
Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Follow the touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
Or doesn't mean much to you,
The score, this is
but it'd be
the
cool to get a clip of
NFL
Dragon Ball Z
Sports.
game when Goku turns Super Saiyan. Yeah? No, it probably would be. No joke, we're trying. You know, it can grow your following on other platforms. I don't think I've really gained
To kick it away.
much here on Facebook from posting clips on other platforms
Third to return from his end zone.
like I would have liked. Or if people have, I have no idea.
20, good coverage as he's
Maybe I
dropped
have,
to
and no
17.
one's ever stopped in and said, "Hey, I found your clips on TikTok. I thought they were really cool, so I came here to watch the stream." Never had that happen. But, I mean, I have thousands and thousands of views on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, not so much. That one's hard to
Set to
crack.
begin their next
I only had one clip ever do good.
Back to it after the pick six. Mariota. And that's caught. It's Brian Edwards. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards.
And I don't even know why I did that. I changed nothing in my formula. So it was real shocking.
Finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
There's other gamers that do really good on Instagram. I've seen them make content. Half of it's trash. Sometimes his clips are absolutely nothing. And I'm like, why is this getting all the views? I can't crack the code that some people have. Or maybe I just rather put out better content than something that's 5 seconds long. Because a lot of those algorithms, like Instagram in particular, I see the videos that get shown to me are like TikToks or YouTube shorts or something that are 5 seconds long, but they're clearly cut off. It's clearly something else somebody made. That was a lot longer, a minute, 2 minutes, who knows how long, that they just shut down to 5 seconds on Instagram. Doesn't make sense to me. I don't know. Wish I understood it better. Wish I knew the guy who coded the algorithm. Cheers.
And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
So from Charger
But I can't put out 5 second clips. None of them make sense.
From the gun, Mariota. His throw
Thank God it's Mariota. That guy was cruising. And he had a lot of guys open on that side.
Well, certainly that has played a big role in why they are trailing right now. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mariota. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense. They give him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks. He seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
They'll throw again. Mariota.
Oh! Whoa! That was right to me. No, nobody was close. It was straight to me.
Because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out,
I can't believe he just tried.
6 yards, you know
It's on his own 44. That was like a 66-yard field goal.
the laces aren't quite right. If he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through. And that one winds up no good.
He's pretty good at that A battle. So if you don't know, if you're new, you don't play Madden, you don't follow football, such as Mr. Payne here, if you tackle somebody in this game,
I think they did a really
a lot of times you get stuck on each other and you have to tap A and whoever taps A the most, the fastest, whatever, either breaks or makes the tackle.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
Not Tekken fan, nope. Never played it.
Now a much tougher 3rd down
Nope,
limit.
don't like a lot of fighting games, to be honest with you.
So I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on
Not
third
my
and long.
style. I'll play a little Mortal Kombat and a little Soul Calibur, but that's about it.
3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 15. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies and it's intercepted.
That's funny. Fair is fair, I guess. I did that to him once. He got me back.
Falcon defense has a touchdown.
I had a wide open guy down there.
Picture perfect first half for this defense to this point, but that's a big play to get them right back in the ball game.
And I think that changes their mind frame. Now they're saying to themselves,
On
"Hey,
Netflix, they
we're
released
still
an
in this."
anime
And even though our offense hasn't done
for
anything,
Tekken.
we've had our
Oh.
troubles on our own right. We still made a
Nice.
play right there.
You like it?
Change the course of
Is
this
it brand
game.
new?
Great
Feel like
job
Super Smash
delivering.
either? No. No, that's probably why I really haven't played Multiverses. I downloaded it and I haven't even tried it personally yet. because it's too much like Super Smash. I really no interest in any of those. But like I said, not my style.
So they throw the pick six to
I have one friend once in a while.
in the air.
If we're hanging out with a group or something, and everyone falls asleep, leaves, gets distracted, or whatever, and we're both still hanging out, we might play a couple games of Mortal Kombat, and that's about it. Lady Ram will sometimes play some Soul Calibur with me. Pretty much play when she suggests it, otherwise I don't care that much. I got it for like $6, so it was like not a big deal.
Fresh off of 6 the other way, it's Herbert.
Okay, well,
He rifles one.
inaccurate is a good way to describe that.
Picked up by Richie Grant.
Inaccurate bullet blast. You're telling me no one was fucking there?
That's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the
Nope, I just like really good,
coming
fun,
away with the
interesting
interception.
single-player story games or co-op. I like survival builders, survival horror, first-person shooters, and the only sports game I like is Madden.
The game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get one play before the 2-minute warning. Following the interception here, Mariota. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like
You just
that.
dropped that for no
Second
reason.
down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he'll take
Good play.
it into
Good play.
the end zone.
It's a good game.
Touchdown, Atlanta. Marcus Mariota keeping it himself from 10 yards away. And the Falcons are an extra point away from drawing level.
I feel like I'm back in school. What was that book, you know? It was the best of times, it was the worst of times. This has been a tale of 2 quarters so far. They trailed 14-0 after 1. How about the rally we've been watching?
Yeah, a couple of touchdowns, PAT here to tie it up. This is a good ball game all of a sudden. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. The Charger drive about to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Here's Herbert. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. They'll find Everett there, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Again, Herbert. And this will be caught.
That's how you win the half.
Austin Eckler, as the first half is winding down. And the Chargers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
And a great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time
Wow, the power was nothing.
things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw.
So with the Billy Batson,
I
I definitely clicked.
And now the half not quite over yet. This is a live football on the miss. And he is finally taken.
Good thing I got him with the fat man. Normally that guy would have been out of stamina. I had nothing, but I got lucky. Maintained my lead. Once again, I thought I hit 100% perfect power, and I thought that's where my white line was, because I hit it. Kicks are just untrustworthy. He's been going for a lot of deep passes. This guy's barely here, though. It's like, what's he fiddling with?
So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
I think we gotta throw off a little trickery here. If we don't start off this way, he's just gonna run defend, which is definitely what I want to do.
The Charger drive about to get going. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
I don't even think they have a good pass rush.
absolutely.
Pass rush is just insane in this game. You just have no time.
But they
incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Eckler. And he'll be upended at the 20.
The right guard that pulled came back like he was
in the first half, he was held in
fullback and
check on
pass
the ground,
protection.
Despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And a big loss here as he's
I
taken down.
don't understand.
Give the sack to
I hold the button, meter goes all the way up.
That's exactly what they were
Throw
looking
just
for.
doesn't happen.
Start the 3rd quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum.
It's also in a constant backpedal, so I need to figure out who's getting through the line every time. I saw it was number 9, that Carter. Is he who the character, the player's using?
Fielded at the 33. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And it will be Falcon football.
I gotta say, I'm disappointed in the amount of reactions we got tonight. Sitting at only 7. So like, we're walking into football season. This is when the most hype is. We're playing a good game of football.
They seem to be a step ahead, don't they?
We're a top percent
Beating
player.
them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
I'm confused. I've been here the whole time, but you have been here the whole time, Mr. Payne, which I will choose you for right now. Thank you, brother.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Now, a lot of times new people have been in here.
Here's Mariota, option left. And they'll give
They've seen good plays. Usually when I'm saying, can I get a like, it's because I've seen new people in here, and we got good numbers, and they see a great play, and they just leave after. I don't get it.
1st and 10, it's Patterson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
From the 36, Mariota throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
He's lucky that wasn't an accurate pass. I would have picked him off.
Passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. So that every pass is also contested well. So gives credit to the defense.
He'll decide to keep this
Oh, he got sent for that one. I knew he was going to try that shit.
The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th. We'll see Younghoe Koo now for the Falcons. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It'll be a 51-yard attempt.
Here he is, using every second of the clock. Even though it's of almost no benefit to him.
He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that'll bring him back within 4.
This guy's just drawing out the night.
Earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I should be on my next game
I
already.
like his confidence, his belief in himself.
He ain't coming.
Miss that first one. You see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
From his end zone, here comes Carter. Oh, good-looking return set up here. The 40. He's past the 30. He will score. Touchdown, Chargers. Such an electric play. So much fun.
That's the first time we got that on stream. I was about to say, can we get a like in the stream? Somebody just watched me do that and then left immediately after.
Put it all together. But that 10 seconds.
That's too bad. That's like-worthy right there. If you're over there on YouTube, give me a like for that one. So we got a bunch of clips tonight.
So let's try this again after the kick return TD. Here's yet another kickoff. Bird to return from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Thanks, Michael. You're amazing, buddy. Cheers. All the likes that could, all the cheers, I mean, all the cheers that could be going to all these people that should be out here liking, I'm just going to give them to you, Michael. The cheers are still happening one way or the other. This train can't be stopped.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. To throw again on second down, Mariota. This one left side caught by Patterson. And he is going to lose yardage.
Almost picked him and he lost yards in the end. I was crashing in on him. He didn't want what's coming. I'm going to tell you, there's a couple times tonight where I threw that, the exact same play, the exact same positions of the players, and it was a pick for me, so he's lucky. That's why you had to click one button and turn on my alerts. You did say, I can't remember what you said. You didn't tell me that it was one button. You said something, I was right, it was this or that, but I didn't know what it was.
Another completion right back to Patterson. And boy, he is very close to a first down.
So what was it that you had to click?
That football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll sneak it with Mariota. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as he pushes forward for a couple.
Not surprised that worked. Upset that it worked, but not
Time to
surprised.
pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Do a couple zones, trip them up.
Mariota to throw it this time. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
You had to turn of a relay thing.
Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe
Turn of a relay. I don't know what that means, but
Maybe you do
glad it
start
worked
to
out.
watch as the arm there, the leg's still there.
Turn of
This
a
has been a
relay.
tough game. Going up top. And that's going to be incomplete.
trying to think of what that means.
Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third
What that
down.
could mean.
Here comes the seventh play now of this drive as this is third and 10. Working out of the gun, Mariota. He's going to take another shot here. And that is incomplete.
I could ask you a bajillion questions, and we might never, we might never get to the answer. You do it through the website? Never mind. It was ticked, and you had to untick it. It was in setting advanced settings. Okay. I guess I don't know. I never had to mess in there.
Desperation time. Mariota on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete.
Ooh,
He's able to get
I'm
this
sure he's
to
not
the
mad.
40
I'm happy it went
line
off.
before he's out of bounds.
You had to turn it off, so it was.
Just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards.
I'm confused how turning it off would turn it on.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know
Well, like I said,
at least 3 here to
I
get
guess I
the
haven't messed in there, so I don't know
Can't imagine
in those
that in their
settings.
huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the Chargers' 30-yard line.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Patterson running between the tackles. And he'll go down at the 28. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. It's going to be caught by Pitts. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Mariota. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Like the eye, did you have the eye turned off? You had to turn it back on?
9-yard
That's the
line,
only thing I can
2nd
think
and
of,
6.
but...
So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
And now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Short completion, just 4 yards. 3rd and 7 now.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
So the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Here's Mariota. And this is intercepted.
And that ices it.
Picked off by Bryce Callahan.
Let me have my points, you son of a bitch.
And I think he's going to go.
I deserve this, you know I do.
And he brings this
There we go. Can we get a like for the ice? Let me get the extra point, you bastard. Gah. That's what you get for taking literally every second of the play clock. Every play. Alright, let's see. That guy's 26-12. He's played a lot of games, and he's pretty good. And I'm 16-6. Plus 10. 2 away from 2 wins from 3 wins per every loss. So, just like at the beginning of the night, we need to get 5 more wins compared to the 1 loss to stay ahead of the game in that. Current rank 3.7% in the world. We're pretty far up there. We got on a little bit later. We got a little time. Let's do one more. See where we go. If we can get a like in the chat for that win, let's go. I'll be right back. Give me 1 minute. Did I get the pick? Is it gone? Did I miss?
We are about 10 miles or so southwest of downtown Los Angeles.
Browns, okay.
At SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Today we're set for a good AFC matchup.
Shit nasty, I did miss. Oh well.
Los Angeles Chargers.
That's why I don't like starting it up when I gotta run. I was gone for a minute, and I missed.
Cade York, and we are underway in Southern California. And he is out of bounds here on the return. Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll get this up.
I had to do a little bounce there, but we got some positive yards. That's good. Let's go. Let's go.
Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second
He's doing a lot of
down.
blitzing early, it seems like.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. This is swung out to Eckler. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Good, 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 good.
Gain of 28
Let's catch him
yards there
slipping.
and give him the first down.
It looks like, I think what it does if you miss, is it picks your tendency picks.
Backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
Play action. It's Herbert. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. That's over 40 yards of
I'm gonna
movement.
keep
with those
blitzing. I'm
last
just
2
gonna
plays.
keep
So
playing him.
First and 10 now from the 30. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And the reinforcements come
Gotta
in
keep
as they're
doing
gonna
it.
stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Not who I meant to throw to either.
First down as he's going to be
So I'm really glad that worked.
15-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, hey, we talk about finding the soft spot defensively. How do you make sure they don't find
Dang,
the soft
who
spot?
was he that he just ran across there
Tough
with?
to do because
That
what they
was
normally will do is
on
run routes
skates.
that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
Second down pass play.
God, I
there, but
hate
it's
how long it takes to
incomplete.
throw
It's been a good
sometimes.
opening drive
It's kind of the
offensively
worst
thus far,
because he's
but
all out
they don't
blitzing
wanna
every play.
waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that
So the pressure's
incompletion.
on, so it's going to
So
take an
this
extra
is a
second
big
because of
play
that.
coming
Maybe.
up here on third down.
And on third and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Herbert. Touchdown.
Made it easy. He made it so easy blitzing like that every play. Can we get a like for the early touchdown? Let's go.
The Chargers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Cheers.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. From his end zone, it's Demetric Felton. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Let's see what he picks first.
First down, Brissett.
Throw it! Come on! Oh, I was right on the person he wanted to. I could tell he was waiting, and he was about to start.
How imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Khalil Mack.
That's a third one of those today, baby. Let's go. Woo!
Charger TD. CD, what a sensational start for this defense. Instead of just forcing the 3 and out, which they were about to do, they
That's a montage happening.
get in for the score.
Bet.
I mean, they
Uh-oh,
just
that's gonna be a little off.
standard good way to start a game. They started in dramatic fashion. Take it away, score points, and guess what? They'll be flying to go back out there on defense again after that play.
Michael, I'm gonna have to look into that relay thing, see what you're seeing, just so I understand the program better. I can't mess with it right now. 2 reasons. I don't want to screw something up, and it won't let me.
Now the kick is away. Here comes Felton to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Browns drive about to get started. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25. On 3rd down, Brissett. And that is incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense
It wasn't until that moment where they showed Jacoby Brissett's stats in his face that I realized he didn't have Deshaun Watson in. Okay, let's go.
Brissett to throw for it on 4th. And he'll get nothing.
Let's go. Can we get a like for the 4th down stop?
That will wind us down to the end of
End of the first, winning 13-0. Only 30 yards to go to score another one. Let's go.
as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10.
And we learned last time that he likes to all-out blitz. Engage 8 every time. Could be another easy touchdown. I wouldn't be surprised if this is a short game and we get off the stream on time.
Herbert now. He dumps it to Eckler underneath.
Okay, so he's not all-out
And he'll
blitzing
be
anymore.
taken down at about the 22-yard line.
They can run the ball.
And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
Take your time, buddy. Take your time.
Especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the
You
game
can tell he's not going to
begins.
all-out blitz again
throughout your
because
practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him.
he's taking the time
Where
to
is
pick
he
his
lining
plays.
up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him
Still
without weakening our
stuffing
overall
the line,
defense? You're
though.
exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it
Might
brings
as well
up
be back
the
on
3rd
shower.
down.
Sometimes you just sit
All
back
good,
and
brother.
marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength,
Cheers, thanks for that
quickness.
like in the
He's
chat.
The whole package, and that package just wrapped up the run
Someone's
for a
got to do it, right?
loss.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Allen's got it complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead, and part of that can be attributed to their success on third down. This is another conversion here.
Touchdown, Chargers.
Can we get a like for that touchdown? Let's go.
10 yards out, and the Chargers are able to strike for 6.
I know a lot of people look at these games and think, all right, this thing's done. Let's have some sportsmanship. Let's not try
Now
and
back
score.
by the time it ends. Good
You
night.
should
Thanks for
never
us.
do that in
Hey,
the NFL. I've seen big
same to you,
leads
buddy.
blown,
Same to you.
and teams that looked like they had a victory, all of a sudden were going home with a
2 points are good. Let's go. Another reason I like everybody. See what we can finish out the second quarter with. Michael, if you're not back by the time this ends, if he quits early, he's not quitting so far. Most people quit by now. Then appreciate you hanging out, brother.
linebacker. He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession when they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Oh, if Joey Bosa had hands, that would have been possibly another D-line pick six.
Always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback, and that's exactly what they
To get 2 in one game would be astounding.
That would have been the second interception in the first half.
They try to throw on second down.
He's
but this
just
one
being
is incomplete.
harassed
One of
back
the great
there.
coaches said football's really
Just
simple
rushing
game.
4.
Rush theirs,
That's all you need with the Chargers.
It's about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, rush 1, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Play fake. Brissett.
Where are you running to Kobe? You about to quit? Or is he putting in Deshaun Watson? Deshaun Watson will make it better. No, I think he's pretty low rated. Bet that's what he just did. Yuppers, there's Watson.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. And he's brought down.
Same result.
Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And this defense will take over right at midfield. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line.
I thought I was about to play him. I thought I was about to run right around that guy and be gone. That's all right.
That takes us to the 2-minute warning. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert.
Ooh, dangerous. I had some openings there. I just didn't trust my timing.
That was an interesting move there because as soon as he got
I
outside
needed to get
the
to him
pocket, I
before
thought he
they
was
were
gonna
open.
take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Out of the gun, Herbert.
Damn, well played.
Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked up
He pulled back on that defensive lineman right where he had to.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
After the interception, here's Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
He's gonna keep getting hit back, man.
Defenses get to the quarterback that quickly.
I feel bad for him. He's been hit like
It wasn't quite that fast, but fast
15 times.
enough to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that,
Maybe not Watson. He put Jacoby in at first, but
Now a play fake, and it's Watson.
and he is such a tough
ooh, almost picked
because
again.
you gotta remember, arguably, he's more dangerous outside the pocket than he is in it. But how about the job
It's a
they
game
do
of cat and mouse right
defensively?
here.
Stay with the receiver
I think I
and
got
knock
him.
the ball away. I think they had a sigh of relief there because oftentimes
I'm in his head.
when he gets outside the pocket, big plays result downfield.
Throwing on third down, Watson. And he'll be hit as he
Smacked on every play. You think he's gonna go for it again?
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight.
Man,
Just about
that's good for me.
forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
on fourth down, Watson.
Early breakup. Let's go. Hey, Austin, what's going on? Go get him.
Move to go
Hell yeah.
Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Chargers
Crushing,
will get the
crushing
football
today.
back in excellent field
I like the game a little
position.
bit better because I've been winning.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throw over the middle into the hands of the tight end.
Let's see if he makes an adjustment. If he doesn't, I think I got
17 now. Here's a first
wide
and
open.
10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And brought down.
Here we go. How you doing, Austin?
Inside the 10 to the 7. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. Caught on the slant. Touchdown.
That's a, can we get a like for the touchdown?
Catches 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chargers are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes
Here we
the
go.
score 28-0.
0-28. 29 left in the half. I have all the momentum.
Following the touchdown,
I like my
Dustin
chances.
Hopkins
I'm honestly
will
surprised
take
this
it
man has
away.
not quit the game yet. Austin, buddy, thank you for the like. Cheers.
Here comes Felton to bring it out of the end zone. And he brings us out past the 20.
Think EA learned their lesson. I don't know if they'll ever learn their lesson, but we'll say this. It just took me some time after the first day to process the mechanics, think about it.
Second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they were. And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
And, oh,
These guys are going to take over.
there we go.
31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now.
And it's working out a lot better.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. Dancing to his left. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Here's Herbert. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. Well, the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. As they'll stop.
Remember, no rushing.
Seconds to go in this first half.
We got this.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert.
Okay, well, that wasn't to my guy at all. And I'm really glad he just slapped it down.
Out there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
I think that's a field
Just
goal.
4 seconds left in this first half. A timeout call.
Is there perk advantage? I honestly hated that.
4 seconds to go in the half. Here's the field goal
Like for certain players,
And now they'll
yeah,
take
they
the
have those
timeout
X factors like they did
defensively.
last
After
year.
the second down play, they burn the timeout. Making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter.
It definitely can make certain players just stupid good and unstoppable for sure.
And that
I feel like I haven't seen much of that in this game, but it's the exact same mechanic as last year's. They just copy and pasted that part.
Offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt.
So yeah, there's certain teams that have multiple X Factor players. And there's teams with none. Right? So it definitely makes it unfair. Even if you're playing on even teams, whoever has the most X Factors still has the advantage. Sadly, so Madden turns, what turns Madden off for you? I get that. I get that. Everyone's got something, like when they were bringing back the battles, because they've done that before, where you start to tackle somebody, and you guys kind of battle it out by tapping A to see who taps the A the most, and we'll get a win that way. They can break tackles. I thought that was going to be a really stupid feature. I didn't like it, the idea of it, and I actually love it. I've broken so many tackles.
They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He did a fine job.
Made a lot of big plays off of the A button tackle battle thing.
Sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now.
Chargers able to get the
Also, this guy is just getting hit on every play. He's got 2-3 seconds max before he gets sacked. I'm only rushing 4. I feel it too.
And now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
They just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of it.
4th and 20, didn't get it. 1 and 7, that's the first Deshaun Watson pass. I just really love the 2000s, man. Ooh. I don't know if I really played those, to be honest with you.
Now Herbert gives this one to Kelly.
I played,
The tackle there by John Johnson.
I don't know if it was the 90s or early 2000s, a PS1 Madden demo. I played the shit out of it. You could only play as the Buccaneers and the Broncos. And I loved it. That's when Turbo would turn your legs on fire and you would burn the turf up as you ran along, and you could smack the referees. And it was pretty funny.
He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position.
Feel bad just watching. I know. There was a guy I beat earlier.
Have to admit that that's a discipline.
I beat him
Excellent field position. When that drive
48 to
started,
9, and it was 48 to 2 until like the last 30 seconds. I kind of started playing stupid and let him have the points, and he was begging me, absolutely begging to rematch. Sent me so many messages. He was saying it over the chat, and he wasn't saying like really bad things either. He was like, you already beat the shit out of me once. Come do it again. Come do it again. Come play me again. And I was like, no. Because then it would be a friendly game and I wouldn't be able to get points. I couldn't keep moving up the rankings if I played him again. What was the point? I had already beat him so bad. To be fair, he was the Jets. And I think he wanted to play me again where he wasn't the Jets. Which is fair.
He's inside the 40. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Back to throw, Watson. Again, it's Cooper as he makes the catch.
That was the cool thing, it didn't affect the player.
To the 20 before he's dropped.
That's true.
On first
Yeah, he didn't get
that's to the right side and complete to the Jones.
he didn't get super upset. Jets is a death sentence. I know. I was like, why are you playing the Jets in the first place?
Now with It's Watson. And it's caught. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal. To the air yet again. Watson.
Yeah, he got smacked, but he got in finally.
Touchdown, Cleveland.
Well,
Deshaun Watson taking
he
And the Browns
deserves one, I
able to
guess.
Make some inroads here to that deficit.
Why not?
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal.
Can't have that happen.
Give him credit for making it happen.
That's caught at the 1.
Not getting them 2 points, though. You're going to have to settle for 6 there, buddy. Onside yet? He's got to start thinking about how does he get the ball away from me. Everyone knows the rule of 10, though. If you're going to do an onside kick, you wait 10 seconds before you choose onside kick. Hopefully the other person got bored and already pressed A on something. But if you're returning, never click A before you know what they're picking. That's how you get shit off guard and stupid things happen. Let me drive home. It's been about 30 minutes in the driveway. And I'm off. It's nighttime, and I'll try to be back. I'll probably be off by the time you get home, unless you live like around the corner. But hey, I appreciate you stopping in and hanging out in the parking lot. So thanks for the like, and we'll be back on. I think we're gonna do a subscriber stream tomorrow, and then back to this Thursday. So hopefully we'll see you back on the rest of the week. You have a good night, man. I'm gonna give you one more cheers.
To the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL.
Man, he must have. Did he eat up the whole 3rd quarter? If I got a 0, that's what I feel.
1st and 10. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And this is caught by
Oh, and another one! Oh! Almost.
down to about the 17-yard line here. And boy, CD, it's one thing.
Oh, that's right.
Run, but when it's a great run,
Oh, and camping the last 5 days, and I wasn't even thinking about that.
nice play. Up the middle with Eckler. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another nice gain, 16 yards.
We'll have to get it before Resident Evil time for sure, which we'll try to get it as soon as possible.
Eckler will take this into the end zone for a
Thank you for reminding me.
Here's Hopkins now for the extra point.
That's all right. You seem like a very busy streamer. It's okay. I life carries me away.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
Between work, love life,
Here comes Felton to bring it out of the end zone.
streaming.
Well, now how about this return? He's to
Ooh,
midfield.
shit, that was a good play by him. And
10.
friends and everything else,
And he will
family.
score. Touchdown, Cleveland.
I easily get carried away sometimes.
Still down very
But I'll get on
big
it.
on the scoreboard, but a little feather in their cap here.
And it's a big-time play, and if you don't get energized after a kick return, well, then your team just doesn't have any spark. We'll find out if this is the start of a big comeback.
Wow.
As we go forward.
I knew what he was going to do. I perfectly covered it. I was in front of him and the ball.
They tack on a pair more here to narrow
I
that
didn't get it.
deficit a bit further.
That was a good quick play. No, my bad.
So now the other
Oh, you're
return
all
teams
good.
out there as they'll try to duplicate what they
Life gets that way, buddy. It sure does. Not much you can do about it. Hey, that's all right.
comes Carter.
As long as we have fun doing things we enjoy, right? Susan, thank you for that like. Jeez.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10.
Look at that.
Charger drive about to get going. It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly
We got up to the
how they
old
scripted this and envisioned
9
it.
likes.
They got
Maybe we can get one more, get to 10.
Fourth quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
And he'll get this
I can't believe he got that kick return. I think I got a kick return on him earlier, which is really funny. Oh well.
Good gain there on first down.
I can't imagine what kind of tomfoolery would have to happen for him to come back and win this.
They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now.
Michael Payne, glad to see he came back. Honestly, this guy stayed in the game a lot longer than I thought, considering the thorough domination.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play as we have reached.
It's really because of my pass rush is the only reason I'm dominating him so much. If I didn't have a hit on him almost every single play.
They'll try the air now with Herbert.
Like that. Then it would be a different game.
They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack on offense. Sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case,
throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead.
Yeah, Michael, that's true. You do have a busy life. Puppy school, instructor, working out, stream, family stuff. Yeah, it catches up to you.
Here we go on fourth. Herbert.
Oh, that's pass interference. He pushed me in the back.
And they turn it over. The fourth down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And it'll be a turnover on downs. On first down, Watson.
I knew he was going to go right back to that.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Throwing again on second down. Watson flushed out right. He's going to let this go. Back in the end zone. And he will take it on out to the 20-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do.
That's the end.
Moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 65 yards rushing for him.
He's going to run the clock, see if he notices. Michael, you had a really toxic friend that you needed to stop being friends with. That's why you don't have the puppy cam at the moment. Oh. I feel like there's a great story behind that, but I don't want to ask. Probably not too good of a thing.
Eckler now between the tackles.
Let's run up those yards, pat them stats. Hey, can we get a like for another win? Let's go. Let's get that thing up to 10 likes right there. This is a pretty solid night. We ended 3 wins to every loss.
That will definitely get the job done.
Can't ask for much more than that. Couple complete beatdowns, couple close ones. That's awesome. 3 Khalil Mack at the line interception touchdown returns. I can't begin to understand how that keeps happening. Michael Payne, thank you for that like. Jeez. Saw we had 4 people in here. I thought maybe it was somebody new that could help out. Maybe not. We'll go over the answer here in just a second to the question. We'll do some shout-outs. But first, let's see where we ended up here in our stats. We ended at 3.3%. We lost one game and won 5-1. Because I believe we started at 12-5. 4-game win streak. So we won 1, lost 1, won 4 straight after that. Almost 200 points more for than against. Not bad. We're doing big things. We're moving on up. I didn't even look at his stats. Let's just make sure that's right. 3.3. 3.3%. Not bad. Not bad. We done it. Let's go. Alrighty, folks. Ram fam. We're, oh, God. It's hot in here. I needed to get those off. Excuse me. We're getting ready for trivia of the night and shout-out time. So the trivia question tonight is, what is the tallest type of grass? Everyone answered differently. And it's a pretty close race to see which one is the actual answer. Is it the Northwind switchgrass? 17% voted. Is it bamboo? 33% voted. Is it the Blue Heaven Little Blue Stem? 17%. Or the hardy pampas grass at 33%. So the answer for most votes are tied at 33% for the bamboo or the hardy pampas grass. We'll come back and we'll find out what it is. Michael, I think I've liked about 10 times. I think you have. So if we count the thumbs up in the chat, we're killing it. But, little bug flying around. A little sad we didn't get to that 10 reactions, but you know what? I know we got a couple fantastic people out there who drop in likes every day and watch some of the stream at least once we're offline, so we'll get there eventually. Very nice, thank you very much. It's getting hot in here, so let's take off all our headphones. I like that. It's a good parody. So let's do some shout outs here. Let's see. Wow, so last time I streamed was 7 days ago, almost a week. Once again, I want to shout out Bradley Horsnell, I almost said it wrong, for the follow. Appreciate you, buddy, over the weekend there. Michael Payne, you're going to have to let him know. Giving this man a shout out. He's awesome. No Pain, No Game. Thank you for the like. Michael, thank you for the like and the 100 stars. William, thank you for the like and share. Other William. Harris, thank you for the like. Kayla, thank you for the like. Levon, thank you for the like. Sam, thank you for the like and share. Austin, thank you for the like. And Susan, thank you for the like. Appreciate everybody and everyone who's going to like here after the stream. You guys are all awesome. Thank you very much. So yeah, tomorrow, just as a reminder, I did say it wrong. Well, I did my best. Just a reminder, we're going to be doing some subscriber stream stuff tomorrow, as we have one of our subscribers, Mr. Michael Payne, in here, who will be able to play games with us as he is home this week. We'll have William Harris playing with us. Likely going to be doing some Fall Guys tomorrow, since that's cross-platform and something we can do with our subscribers. So we're going to be doing that, and then we'll be back to Madden Thursday to continue our run up to the top 1%. So we're going to probably fall behind by everyone else who continues to play over the next couple days, but not a big deal. We'll catch up like nothing. So question of the night is, what is the tallest type of grass? Is it the Northwind switchgrass, bamboo, Blue Heaven Little Blue Stem, or the hardy pampas grass? Again, 17% tie for Northwind and the Blue Heaven, 33% tie for bamboo and the hardy pampas. The answer is, drumroll please, bamboo. I thought it was a fucking tree. Turns out it's a grass. It's one of the quickest growing, one of the strongest, and tallest. So that's the answer. Congratulations to the 33% that got it correct. Appreciate you guys. His name is a Jewish name from memory, but you don't look it. That's funny. Cough, cough. So, drum roll, please. So the answer there, yeah, sir, bamboo. So yeah, that's the night. We did really good. We got to the top 3.3% from where we started. Where did we start at? What's the title of the stream? 4.1. Oh, maybe I didn't say. Must have just said it at the beginning of the stream. So not bad. Either way, moving on up. It gets a little tougher as you get in that top couple percents there, just squeezing the 1%, but we're going to do it. Just a reminder, please drop some follows if you're out there watching now, watching after. We need some help. We're at 329. We've been stuck there for a while out of our 500 goal. Looking like we're going to be short before our goal time. We had like 6 months to get there, and it's just not happening. But you never know. Surprises do happen. So appreciate anyone out there who drops that. If anyone likes to subscribe, support, that's a big way. It's a good help. We're trying to get to 10. Been at 5 for a while. And we're doing fun subscriber streams tomorrow. You can join in. All you got to do is subscribe at the main page. Button's right there. Once you go to my page, you'll see subscribe. Click it. Go through the process if you need to. Probably be easy for some. And it'll be good. Stars goal is still 54% of our way to funding some new games. Getting some better new content out there. So appreciate everybody else who helps out with that. Big shout out to Michael Payne for helping move that along today. And yeah, so if you've anyone out there wants to drop those, please do. If you're over there on YouTube, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, leave a comment. We'll be back on tomorrow, like I said, 6 to 9 Central Standard Time, doing some subscriber stuff with our amazing people out here, Michael Payne, William Harris, and we're playing Fall Guys, so we got a 4th spot. Doesn't matter what console you got, it's cross-platform, whether that be PC, Switch, Xbox, PlayStation, PS4, PS5, any version of the current Xboxes. It all works. So subscribe and join us. Let's go. Michael, you do some good guessing. Hey, there you go. Just looked it up. It's called Dragon Bamboo. Really? Every time I looked it up, it was just bamboo. They didn't go into the specifics, but I knew there had to be different strands of it. Strands, breeds. Use PS4 then? We can chat? Can we? We can try. We definitely can try. We'll see if it works. So that's it for tonight. Appreciate everyone. Again, drop those likes. Get us to 10. And have a good night. We'll catch you guys on tomorrow. Until then, stay fresh, cheese bags. See ya.